Hello, everyone. Good evening. We will be starting in another 5 minutes because it is still not 8, and more than 100 requests, more than 100 or 130 requests have already come to us. So we are just making them join. So we may be starting by 8:05. It will take another 5 minutes. So kindly relax and enjoy the weather. We will be starting in another 5 minutes.
रियलिटी तो ही होती है लेकिन जो सब
Yes, hi guys. More and more students are joining in. That is why we are taking a 2-3 minutes of break. Within 2-3 minutes, we are going to start. So don't leave the orientation. Be there. We are going to tell you the roadmap of how we will be starting with the preparation sessions. What nuances will be there, what topics we will be covering, how those topics will help you in which examination, and many more things which will be coming. Okay, we will be always there every Wednesday and Saturday for a 30 to 40 minute session around 8 o'clock. Okay, so you will definitely get all kind of help from the Bodhi Academy. We are always there for the students of Goa so that you can fulfill your dreams of getting a good government job. We'll still wait for 2-3 minutes for other people to join and we will start. Just 3 minutes, guys. Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are thankful to all the people who are there on a Saturday evening for uh, informative sessions on government jobs or the preparation of government jobs. Okay. As we all know, we had already covered there are two kinds of government jobs. We have already discussed in our first session, which is at central government level, and one is at state government level. For the ones who actually want to go into this field, you guys will not believe, along with central level and state level, every year there are 3 to 4 lakh plus vacancies which are there for government jobs, government examination. Most of the central level jobs, okay, will fetch you salary of at least 35,000 plus, not less than that. For now, if any student is really very interested, IBPS clerk form have been released. IBPS clerk, for which there are more than 42 vacancies, around 42 vacancies for clerical level in different banks, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Dena Bank, Canara Bank. This is one form which you can fill. We have already sent the notification on group on this community. If anybody else wants those notifications, you can let us know. We will send you those notifications. Okay. So why we are here? Why Bodhi Academy is here? What we have seen is many students, they do not have access or knowledge or awareness with regards to how to prepare for all these jobs, which exam forms are there, when does the when does the exam happen, and what to do after we fill the exam form. This is for what we are here. We will tell you in certain sessions like this which we are taking how, which, when, what, where, everything about government examinations. Okay. So first of all, let me welcome you to our orientation sessions. These kind of orientation sessions we have decided we will be having every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. because many of our friends, many of our brothers and sisters, they are working. So they usually come home late. That is why we are keeping it at 8 p.m. and it will go maximum up to 8:40 p.m. So if and these sessions will completely be free of cost. This we are doing for the youth of Goa so that we can orient them towards all these kind of government examination, because we have seen that most of the Goan youth or most of the government jobs which are there, all or nearly 70 to 80% jobs are taken by outsiders, be it from Maharashtra, be it from Andhra Pradesh, be it from Karnataka or UP or Bihar. But we want that our Goan youth should rise to the occasion and they should be getting selected in all these kind of jobs, all these kind of exams. So for our students, for the students of Goa, we will be keeping these sessions on every Wednesday, every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 8:40 p.m. Today, our second speaker will also tell you uh, how we will be dividing the topics in every topic, what things we will be covering, etc., etc., etc. So this is our mission, that the Goan youth should get the government jobs. Since Goa is very diverse and stretches from Pernem to Cancun, many students are there, but availability or accessibility of resources is not there. Many students are there who cannot go to coaching centers because of the distance, but they have a spark in them, they have a fire in them that they want to do this thing. We are there for them. Even if you are living in any part of Goa, we are there for you to help you out, to guide you, to motivate you, to be with you in any kind of circumstances with regards to any kind of government examination which is there. Okay. So you are not alone. If you are having a vision to go into this sector, to go into this field, we are there for you. The best age for preparing for all these exams is 20 years, and most of the government examination are there till 30 years as far as central government is concerned. In case of state governments, it is divided into two. The regular jobs which are there like LDC, UDC, clerk, etc., etc. Age range is 20 to 30 years. But specifically in case of GPSC, Goa Public Service Commission, through which you become deputy collector, deputy superintendent of police, BDO, Mavlatdar, etc. Age range vary up to 45 years is the age range. Up to 45 years. Any student who is a graduate can write most of the examinations, but even after class 12th, the students who are there, they can write certain examinations. Even after class 12th. Okay. After class 12th, mostly UDC post, LDC post, and there is one examination named SSC CHSL, which is Central Government Staff Selection Commission CHSL exam, through which you go into prestigious department like Income Tax Department, GST Department, Customs Department, NIA Department, CBI Department, Narcotics Department, and many more. So after class 12th, on the basis of class 12th also you can fill these examinations. Whereas after graduation, after graduation, you can go on for exams like IBPS at clerk level also, at PO level also. Similar goes with the case of SBI, State Bank of India. Now, as far as this clerk level is concerned, for this clerk level, the seats are reserved for Goan students. Seats are reserved for Goan students. In IBPS, this time around 42 seats are there which are reserved. In SBI, the form is not yet come, but it is an expectation that more than 30 seats will be there. So this is one major exam in which most of the students go after. Rest there are many exams when I will be taking a basic scheduling of what kind of exam a student can fill mostly on next Wednesday. That day I will tell you in elongated manner about the exam. Okay. So most of the exams which are there, most of the students do not know that the exam pattern of almost all the exams is same. Exam pattern of almost all the exam is same. Okay. All the exam patterns are same. So it's like you want to write any exam after class 12th, or you want to write any exam after graduation, after being a graduate. Okay. Be it regular government exam or regular government jobs, or be it exams like GPSC, which is Goa Public Service Commission. The exam pattern is absolutely same. Absolutely same. Okay. What comes in all these exams is, Acha, we have got a query that about GPSC exam, GPSC eligibility. Eligibility of GPSC is a graduate. Just graduation is the eligibility of GPSC. A 12th student cannot give GPSC. Any graduate can give GPSC examination. Now let us come to the exam pattern of this. In all the exams, whatever exam you name, I'll tell you in brief. There are exams in banking sector, there are exams in insurance sector, there are exams in railways, then there is exam named, very big exam, Staff Selection Commission, through which you go into 26 government departments. After that, you go in field of RBI, Reserve Bank of India, or it is field of AI, Airport Authority of India, or you want to become Goa PSI, Goa Police Sub Inspector, or you want to give GPSC, Goa Public Service Commission, and there is very big announcement that there will be a formation of Goa Staff Selection Commission also. Okay, Goa Staff Selection Commission, through which one exam you have to give, and you will be getting selected on the basis of marks of that exam, of the basis of marks of Goa SSC exam. You will get selected in almost all the departments of Goa government, of Goa state government. In all these exams, the most common thing is the exam pattern. Or before that, let us talk about exam syllabus. What comes in all these exams? So the exam syllabus of all these exams whatsoever are there, okay, are maths, mathematics, which you all will also know as quantitative ability. Then there is LR, which is called logical reasoning, which is there, and then there is English. These three things are common for all the examinations. Even in GPSC, if you do not want to give exams like GPSC JSO or GPSC video, you want to say, for example, want to give an exam for assistant professor or FSSAI officer or food inspector, any kind of exam you give through GPSC, this syllabus is common for all. Yes, there are other exams, like say for example GPSC JSO. This is specifically for GPSC or BDO. You have to read certain other subjects also, like history, geography, polity, current affairs. Okay, then Goa, many laws are there which you have to read, and certain other things are there. So these things are additional only for GPSC. So we will be covering the part which is common for all, means we will be covering in our community classes, we will be covering maths, logical reasoning, and English as well. These will be the three subjects on which you have to basically focus a lot, focus more and more if you want to get selected in any kind of examination. You prepare for these three and you are through with any exam. If for any student these three subjects, maths, logical reasoning, and English, are good for any student, then you are through. Then you will be able to crack any damn examination which comes to your path. Okay, so for explaining this thing, for explaining the exam syllabus, okay, for explaining what topics are there in maths, what topics are there in logical reasoning, what topics are there in English, I will call a person who himself has cleared these examination. He has cleared SBI Bank PO examination. He has cleared IBPS clerk examination. He has cleared SBI clerk examination, and he is amongst one of you. He is amongst one of the Goan student who is already working in a bank of Goa. Okay, and he already has experience of banks of Mumbai as well, and he is prepared for all these examinations in a very short time. So I will call upon him so that he will be able to explain you about the topics of mathematics, topics of logical reasoning, topics of English. After he finishes with the topics, I will tell you what our strategy will be, what our plan will be, and then we will be done with today's session and we will be again meeting on Wednesday. So I am calling upon Mr. Ankush Singh, who has already cleared this examination, just to orient you guys. That way, we have actually requested from our organization to him, because he is a young chap, and for most of the young students of Goa, young people are required so that they can motivate you guys to come up to the occasion and fill all these examinations. So he is a guest of Bodhi Academy, and he will be explaining you all the things. So now the next voice which you will hear will be from Mr. Ankush Singh. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me. So, I'll be telling regarding about the syllabus of this exam. Now, sir has told you regarding the main subject, maths, LR, and English. LR is logical reasoning and English. Now, I'll be telling you which are the topics that is covered under this subjects. See, cracking any particular exam is not at all difficult unless until you are 100% focused. If you're not focused, then it is, it becomes very difficult. Any competitive exam, whether JEE or NEET, or even if it's chartered accountants, or take you about MBA, talk about IBPS, talk about SBI, UPSC, anything, it's required the focus. Requires focus. Now, if we talk about the syllabus regarding maths, divided into three parts. First is speed maths. Now, what is speed maths? We have number series, we have simplification, we have quadratic equation. Quadratic equation everyone must have learned till 10th standard. But here in the competitive exam you have to answer in 20-30 seconds. Like the board exam in 10th standard, or like in the class hours you have the 2 minutes, 3 minutes to answer one question. That will not work here. Now, second thing is your data interpretation. Data interpretation, we call it as DI. Whatever you have heard, pie chart, bar graph, pie chart, bar graph, line graph, all these types of, or tabular form, all these types of data, that comes under data interpretation. Third is your word problems. Now, your word problem includes ratio, percentage, profit loss, average, problems on ages, probability, SICI is simple interest and compound interest. SICI, problems on speed and distance, problems on your time and work, etc. Some small topics. Now, if I talk about reasoning, so this is all about the maths. If I talk about reasoning is also divided into two parts. First is your puzzle and sitting arrangement. Puzzles and sitting arrangement. Next is alphanumeric series. Reasoning I'm talking about. We have inequality. We have silogs. We have blood relation. We have direction and distance. We have ranking and order. We have input output. All this comes under logical reasoning. We have coding, decoding. Now, this was all about the logical reasoning. Now if I talk about English, now everyone must be thinking na, that English is very easy. But let me tell you, when it comes to the competitive exam, maths and logical reasoning becomes easy compared to English. Because in English, whatever option you see, each and every option seems to be true, but that is not the case. So in English, we have few topics, and this is the basic English till 10th standard everyone must have learned. Fillers, sentence error, your vocabulary, clause test, error detection, and we have passage. So this is all about the English topic. And some one more topic is there. We have sentence improvement. So let me again tell you. In maths, is divided into three parts. Speed maths. In under speed maths, we have number series, simplification, quadratic equation. Data interpretation is the other topic, and word problems like ratio, percentage, profit loss, average, ages, probability, SICI, that is simple interest, compound interest, speed, distance, and time and work, etc. Under logical reasoning, we have puzzles and sitting arrangement, alphanumeric series, inequality, syllogs, blood relation, direction, order and ranking, input output, and coding decoding. In English, we have pillars, sentence error, vocabulary, clause test, error detection, passage, and sentence improvement. Now, all these three subjects, all these three subjects were for prelims. If I talk about IBPS and SBI, all these three subjects were for the prelims. Now, after the prelims, we have, if someone cleared the prelims and the person is appearing for the mains, then everything remains the same: English, reasoning, and maths. Only subject will be added is general knowledge. That means in mains you have four subjects. Now, under general knowledge, what are the main topics? If we talk about IBPS and SBI, we have general awareness, we have financial awareness, we have banking awareness, and we have static awareness. So this is the complete syllabus for your banking exam, which is upcoming, which is the exam will be conducted in the first week of September or the last week of August. Now, if I talk about all these subjects, GPSC, BDO, JSO or SSC or IBPS or railways, maths, logical reasoning, English, everything remains same. And in GK, you have history, geography, polity, current affairs. All this comes under the various exam. The only thing varies is your general studies, that is GK. In some exams, history won't be asked. In some exam, polity will be asked. In some exam, economics will be the core subjects. But maths, logical reasoning, and English always remain the same. You can take out any question paper of any exam. These things remain the same. This is the complete syllabus of any competitive exam. I have written the chapters names also. Okay. Now I'm handing over this thing to sir. He'll take further.
Thank you, Ankush sir. Thanks a lot for telling the students, telling the aspirants about the syllabus of all these competitive exams. Guys, this is a very important word, aspirants. A aspirant is one who does the hard work in order to achieve something. You are an aspirant and you should actually aspire to go into all these fields. Many students are asking the eligibility of GPSC exam, Goa Public Service Commission exam. You have to be just a graduate in order to give this exam. Just a graduate. Any graduate can write the exam for GPSC. Whereas, what exams I am telling? The common exams like GPSC, GPSC, JSO, GPSC BDO. For this, the qualification is graduation. Graduation is the eligibility and qualification. Whereas for assistant prof, assistant professor, or there is some post called CMO in medical GMC. Okay. And there are certain other posts like FSSAI. For this, you need to have a specific degree which is mentioned in the notification which comes through GPSC. Okay, notification which comes through GPSC. In many cases, they require MSc. In many cases, they require PhD as well. Okay, so you have to check the notification for that. Whereas for common examination, for being the post which are most powerful, like through JSO, you can become deputy collector, you can become deputy superintendent of police and assistant commissioner in certain revenue based departments. For this only graduation is required, nothing else. Okay. So with this note, we are coming to the last part of this session. In my next session, which will be there on Wednesday at 8 p.m. on that session, we will tell you how to prepare for this examination and what should be our strategy, a daily strategy of how we should start our studies. Along with this, I will be telling you the importance of mathematics calculation. I will tell you the importance of mathematics calculation, followed by a session on Wednesday for logical reasoning orientation. Along with this, I will also tell you the topics in detail, especially for maths subject or quant subject. These things we will be covering on Wednesday. So stay tuned for the live updates. Stay tuned for all the updates for Wednesday's session. But a giveaway at the end of the class. Every day, start reading newspaper, the printed newspaper, not on the mobile phone. Prudent media में जो पढ़ते हो वो मिर्च मसाला है. That is not called news. News means through newspaper you have to study and read in detail, along with watch a news channel every day. आज तक वगैरह सबसे फालतू न्यूज चैनल्स हैं. Watch DD National जिसमें न्यूज आता है, जिसमें प्रॉपर न्यूज आता है. Watch DD National and read a newspaper every day. जो ये नहीं करेगा उसका कोई भी एग्जाम में सिलेक्शन नहीं होने वाला है, चाहे वो प्योन का ही क्यों एग्जाम ना हो. ठीक है, चाहे वो प्योन का ही क्यों ना एग्जाम हो, आपका सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा. न्यूज़पेपर इज मस्ट. वेयर एज डीडी नेशनल के और दो न्यूज चैनल्स होते हैं जिसमें और डिटेल में आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है. वन इज कॉल्ड लोकसभा टीवी एंड वन इज राज्यसभा टीवी. ऑल इंपॉर्टेंट डिबेट्स, ऑल इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज, एवरीथिंग इज देयर इन दैट. ऐसे ऐसे एपिसोड्स होते हैं विच विल ड्राइव यू क्रेजी कि ऐसा भी होता है क्या. So at least start reading newspaper. For this is important for any student. GPSC 100% must. 100%. Staff Selection Commission 100% must. बैंकिंग वगैरह के लिए आपको 50-60% चीजें पढ़नी पड़ती हैं. पॉलिटिक्स आप थोड़ा एस्केप कर सकते हो. Whereas for other exams, it is very, very, very important. So we will meet on next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, to just discuss how to prepare for this exam, what needs to be the daily strategy, mathematics calculation, and topics of maths. These things we will be discussing. We will be telling you on how to go on about it on next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Please don't be late. Be sharp, ready, present at 8 o'clock. Thank you and a very good night. Have a happy weekend and thanks a lot for joining in today's orientation program. Thank you, guys.